to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1 900-020.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
American oil and gas companies should not exploit this moment to hike their prices to raise profits.
Really? Unbelievable. Joe Biden. Well, get this. He's calling on the FTC to investigate oil and gas companies. Excess profits, price gouging, he says. Really? I don't see it that way. What about your banks, Joe? Remember the meeting you had with J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, so that they could go around this Russia deal where they weren't allowed to deal with Russia, to block Russia? This is a true story. You know, they put sanctions, right? The U.S. Treasury put sanctions to block Russia, to block them from coming to the U.S. or getting access to their U.S. dollars. That's a pretty good deal, right? I mean, Russia, they got tons of U.S. dollars. Block that access. Really seems great. Good idea. So that will cause Russia to default on her debt. Now, that means everybody who has either bonds or stocks, some asset in Russia, are panicking. So what are they doing? They're selling their stock, their bonds, whatever assets, whatever they get for it. They're panicking. Well, J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs sit down with Biden. I don't know if they sat exactly with Biden or their team, but sat with somebody in the White House, and they came up with a deal. Because remember, they're not supposed to deal with Russia. The banks are not supposed to deal with Russia. So they came up with a clever idea. They're going to provide a service, they say, for all those poor souls. Now remember, these people are losing tons of money. They have no choice. They got to dump at any price they can. Just think about it. If you got Russian stocks, right now you'd be panicking. You know Russia's going to default on its debt. You're going to do anything to get rid of that. You're going to sell it at any price. And of course, J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and our president, all three rotten to the core, came up with a deal where let's get a hedge fund. J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs will act as an in-between. That's right. So if you got assets in Russia and you're panicking, they're price gouging those people. Those people are selling pennies on the dollar, and J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs are picking that up as for a song, pennies on the dollar. And guess who they turn around and sell it to? The hedge funds. Because that's what hedge funds do. They take big risks. So they're making more money that the sanctions are on than rather than the sanctions being off. What a deal. I wonder if Hunter's in the middle of that deal. But think about that, how rotten that is. They're going after oil companies. Exxon makes $6.8 billion a year in profits. Chevron, $15 billion. Go after Apple. They're making $152 billion, not 6.8. Go after Microsoft. They're making $115 billion, not $15 billion like Chevron, for God's sakes. Unbelievable. What an opportunity for J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs. You talk about price gouging. People are selling their stuff for pennies on the dollar. But that's the deal that this administration made with J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs. They can go buy from those people pennies on the dollars, sell it as a big markup to the hedge funds, making more money than they ever made when those restrictions were off. Sanctions. This is crazy. This is crazy. Unbelievable. So the market today is down again. Well, of course it's down again. Everybody keeps saying, why is the market down? I've told you why the market's down. It's not going to go up with some magic. I point it out every day to my members. I put up the spiders. I put up the trend. I put up for over a year. And you can see the trend. And the trend broke. It broke in November. Meaning in November, we could not make a new high after 14 years. In fact, if you take just last year, we're making new highs almost 5 times a week. We're making new highs in big tech stocks. 5 times a week. You got so bored with it, nobody even paid attention anymore. It's like nobody pays attention if there's a shuttle up there in the sky or whatever they're doing up there. Nobody even pays attention to it. New high, new high, new high, new high, all-time high, all-time high. That's all they say. The last all-time high, and you better get this is important, was in November on the big tech stocks, the NASDAQ 100. And here's the real serious problem. The last high on the banks were in January. In January. What does that mean? That means that we can't print money. We're in deep trouble. And every time we're in trouble, what do? We print money to get out of trouble. Well, we can't do that anymore. Because if you print money to bring the yields back down to, let's say, even 1.25, compared to where we are today, the yields today are at 277 points. Even to bring it down 1.25, if we printed all that money, do you know what would happen? That would create so much inflation that oil or gasoline would soar to $6, $7. 30-year fixed rate mortgages would soar to 8, 9%. I'm not fooling you. This is serious. This is true. People had no idea how this worked for the last 14 years. Every time people got into these big tech stocks and they were making money, they keep going up, and people getting rich. They never understood how it worked. They thought it was magic. It was magic. I buy Facebook. It was magic. I buy Apple. It's magic. Look, it goes up. I buy Microsoft. Apple. All I got to do is buy Apple. I'll be a millionaire. Buy Microsoft. I'll be a millionaire. That's what people thought. And they're still doing it today. They're still buying that crap today. They have no idea. Those stocks aren't worth half of what they are, where they're trading at today. What drove those stocks up was inflation. You know, the stuff that's killing this country right now, the stuff that's killing people at the gas pump, the stuff that's killing you at the supermarket, that's called inflation. Remember how they get the stocks to go up. Your favorite stock, Facebook. Your favorite stock, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. How do you think they got them to go up? Inflation pushes those stocks. Those stocks don't go up unless there's inflation. Well, who wants inflation? The very, very wealthy. They love inflation. Well, what about the little guy? Oh, he won't know. He's not going to know for years. By the time he finds out, we're going to be so incredibly wealthy, it won't matter. As long as he can get his car payment for next to nothing, as long as the late payment is next to nothing, because we can keep everything at zero, he's not going to complain. He's not going to know the difference. He's going to focus on baseball scores and football scores and basketball and the magic thing. What do they call it? The magic, whatever, in the spring. Everybody goes nuts. No, basketball. March Madness. Everybody goes. If as many people paid attention to this March Madness, to the 10-year Treasury yield, you wouldn't be in this trouble. You'd be in Washington yelling and screaming and getting the Fed shut down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. It makes you sick how these people in Washington and Wall Street are rotten to the core. Think about it. J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs. I mean, give me a break. They cut a deal with Biden. They're an exception now. They can go in and put these poor people who got stuck with all this Russian garbage, who are selling, just give me anything, get me out, get me anything. And then Goldman Sachs buys it and then sells it to the hedge funds at a huge markup. And they want to go after the oil companies. They need the FTC to investigate the oil and gas companies. Why would you investigate Exxon, whose profits are $6.8 billion, but you're not going to investigate Jamie Dimon and J.P. Morgan, whose profits are $48 billion, or Goldman Sachs at $21 billion? But go after Exxon. That's too much. That's price gouging. Oh, they're not going to go after the banks, and the banks got Joe in office. The banks got Obama and Joe in office. The banks got Baby Bush in office. Oh, they'll never touch the banks. Why do you think they deregulated the banks? Every time they say, well, we're going to regulate the banks after that crash, after the house crash, we're going to regulate them, boy. No, they didn't. They didn't. Rotten to the core, rotten to the core. People have no idea what's going on. No idea. So that's why the stock market, if you understand how to work the stock, I said to you yesterday, I would tell you, where should you be? Everybody's asking that. Where do I hide? What do I do? Where do I go? What stock should I be in? You can be in them all, as long as you know how to sell them short. It's that simple. As long as when they go down, you're making money, because they're all going down. Think about it. Think about it. Every day, almost every day, going back, just go back to the crash of January 2020, when we started to go down 31%, to March 2020, where it stopped, and the market went up about 100%. Rallied 100%. Are you kidding me? The fastest rally ever. All fake, all inflationary, all printing money. And people have no idea it can't go higher now. It stopped. The big tech stocks stopped. They can't go higher. Do you realize we haven't gone higher? And the big tech stocks, your favorites, the one you're addicted to, they haven't gone higher since October. Isn't that crazy? But people don't even think about that. They think, oh, just go up. Everything's fine again. Yeah, I mean, listen to these people. These people are crazy. They keep telling everybody how great things are.
If you look at the consumer is quite strong.
Consumer's quite strong. Really? Is he?
The consumer looks immensely strong. So much so that many people are willing to quit their jobs. They've got so much in savings.
Consumers are still in good shape financially.
The underlying health of the economy is incredibly strong. And
the strength of the U.S. economy is real.
Really? Really? Then every person, how come every person in this country owes $346,000 towards our national debt? So we're being told every day how flush we are with cash, how flush we are with savings. Nothing but a lie. I keep begging you, I keep reaching out to you and say, would you please join my gang free for 10 days so you can learn how to buy the spiders so that when the market goes down, you'll be making money. If the market goes up, you'll be making money. If you want to know where to be, what stock I should get in, what should I do, Phil? I hear that every time. I go to the car wash, I go to the sewer. What should I do? I tell the same. Nobody's going to listen to me. They're not going to do it. I tell them, go into spiders. Go do what I'm doing. Put your money in the spiders. They go down, you're going to make money. They go up, you're going to make money. You just got to know how to short it. That's pretty easy when we tell our members at 2 o'clock every afternoon how to short it. And then we back that up with videos and everything else. We got our members ready to short. Our members are not going to lose money. Debt. That's why we're going to lose. What do you think's taking this market? You think the market's just going to keep going up because they're just going to get, you can't print money anymore because the inflation's too high. Printing is inflation. Our debt is too high. Wake up, everybody. They keep telling us how flush people are with cash and savings. That's a bold-faced lie. What they don't tell you is the inflation is eating away whatever cash you have. What they don't tell you, they're telling us how they have $2 trillion in cash, $2 trillion. What they didn't tell you, it dropped from $5 trillion to $2 trillion. Oh, they didn't say that. They keep saying, boy, they have a lot of cash, a lot of savings, $2 trillion. But they don't tell you it dropped from $5 trillion to $2 trillion because inflation's eating up, and they don't tell you where the money comes from. They think it's coming from wages. They make you think people are out there working hard, got good jobs, and putting cash away. What a bunch of crap that is. Here's where it comes from. Bailout packages, the CARES Act, the American Rescue Plan, $2 trillion. The American Family Plan, $1.8 trillion. Infrastructure, $3 trillion. $7 trillion for child tax credit. $10 billion they sent out to subsidize rent payments and mortgage payments. All those subsidies that people got, they kept at least a third, or to say 33%. Kept 33% of every dollar they got. It's gone. It's gone. They don't have that now. Especially with the national debt exploding. Are you kidding? People have no idea what's going on. Consumer credit. No, consumer credit is, it's exploding. It's exploding. But nobody gives a damn. It's exploding. They don't even know what it is. Consumer credit, they think that's a baseball score. They think that's part of the April or May March Madness. They think that's March Madness. Consumer credit explodes. Oh, somebody did a hook shot or something. 42 trillion. It went up from 15 trillion to 42 trillion. You know what that is? You know what it means? I'll tell you when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days. Please learn how to make money when this market crashes.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. Look, go to my site, philsgang.com. Click where it says Get Started. Sign up where it says Working Investor Group. For 10 days, you're going to learn to make money when the market goes down. So this time when the market starts crashing, you don't have to keep panicking. What do I do? What do I do? You can follow us between now and Christmas Eve. Steve and I are going to make sure anybody in the spiders between now and Christmas Eve. If the market goes down, you're going to make money. If the market goes up, you're going to make money. That's the best tool to be in. That's the best tool to be in for the majority of you. The S&P, the spiders. And once you start understanding, get an understanding of shorting, and remember, every day we'll work on this. Every day we'll make sure you're doing the right thing. Every day, Steve will post the spiders with our other stocks in our portfolio. My personal portfolio and his portfolio, the Working Investor Group. Tell you exactly what to do. Okay? Check it out. It's 10 days. It's free. We have every gang member now is positioned to make money when this market's already in a crash. The reason it takes a longer time than any other crash because we didn't have QE before. They put in a floor on February 24th. They put that floor in on February 24th, do a little trick. It's a little trick. You know when they keep telling you, buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip, and then they get onto how wonderful the economy is, everything's wonderful, people got so much cash, everybody could retire, all that crap. Bold-faced liars that they are. Because they don't want this market to drop below that floor of February 24th. They know what will happen. The market will go down 50, 60%. More than any other market. Why? Because they made a huge mistake. They cut rates too low. And when you have no ammo, everybody loses confidence in the market. At least when we had the dot-com crash, we had the 1987 crash, we had the housing crash, we were still in a position we could cut rates to slow it down. Cut rates to slow it down, just like we did with Enron. Notice how many Enron, every time they went down, notice how they were able to stop Enron and then they rally it. Stop it and rally. Can't do that now because they got too greedy. They got too greedy. Too greedy. God, this thing still gets me that J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs, I hate to repeat it, but how is it they can cut a deal with Joe Biden, the administration, that now they are the only two that can be in between anybody that has assets in Russia? All you got to do is go to Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, and for every dollar, if you got a stock and you got $100,000 stock, they'll probably give you maybe $10,000. And then they're going to turn around and sell it to the hedge funds for $50,000. They're making more money than they ever made before. Oh, but they're going to regulate. But no. What's Exxon? What? How much Exxon made? $6 billion? Oh my God, let's go after. They're gouging. Let's get back to something else. You know, consumer credit. When they keep asking about how you got all this money, everybody's got all this money in savings and everybody's going to retire. Really? What they don't tell you is the national debt has exploded. Well, something else has exploded. Consumer credit. It's doubled. It's at $42 trillion. What's consumer credit? Consumer credit is anything that let's say you go to a store and you buy furniture and you put it on the store's consumer installment plan. It's credit. I mean, it could be anything. It's personal debt is what it is. Credit card, 16% interest. That's credit. Consumer installment. That's when you get a retail credit card and pay 24% interest. And people do that at stores, and they buy these big ticket, big screen TVs and appliances. And you know why they do it? Because they believe these guys here. They believe these guys. See, here's what gets me. If you want to investigate somebody, they believe these guys to tell you how great the economy is.
The underlying health of the economy is incredibly strong.
So what they do, these poor people hear that, and they look at the stock market, and they've been told the stock market is the economy when it's not. So people are spending more than their income. The inflation is killing their paycheck. But they'll go and pay a store. They'll buy furniture, and they'll pay it on installment. They'll buy a motorcycle on installment. They'll do a home improvement on installment. Because what do they think when they hear that? Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. That's what gets me. Those are the people that need to be investigated, not Exxon, not Hess. These are the people who lie every day, and then the consumer sits there, thinks he's okay, and he's paying 24% interest on his credit card with Macy's or wherever, and he thinks everything's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. Because they more than doubled it. The consumer credit now is at $42 trillion. Are you kidding me? We're dead. $42 trillion. That's insane. Credit card debt. Consumer installment debt. Just insane. And on top of that, what people don't understand, why the market's not going to go up anymore. Not just our national debt, but look at the entitlements. Look at the entitlements. You think our Congress would fix the entitlement problem? They could fix our entitlement problem if they would stop spending. But do you think they'll stop spending? Do you think people like Pelosi or Adam Schiff, with their characters, they have no character. They have none, these people in Congress. They feel once you give up your integrity, the rest is a piece of cake. That's how Adam Schiff thinks. That's how Pelosi thinks. None of those congressmen, only a few. I'm not saying no. We got some. Jordan's a great congressman. He's a great guy. There's a handful. Buchanan, he's a good congressman. You got a handful. They're good, honest people who made it the hard way. But Congress will never do what's right in cutting debt. They will never cut it because they want inflation. Because remember, the rich get richer and get more powerful when there's inflation. It's a terrible thing. They're not going to do what's right. And these entitlements are going to kill us. We can't keep paying these entitlements and storing entitlements every day. You got to cut them. I'm sorry. But you could cut them you could cut the entitlement if you would stop with these corporations taking their money and put it into stock buybacks so the CEO gets rich on options. If you take the money and plow it back into the economy, plow it back into the company, get new equipment, new machinery, increase productivity, increase wages. Then when you increase wages, don't tax them on their wages. And withholding is stupid. Tax somebody on their labor. This isn't Russia yet. Close, but not yet. I mean, the poor, they're going to get bailed out. The poor is going to get bailed out. The rich, they're going to keep getting richer because inflation will keep going up. It's the middle class that's gotten destroyed, and they're the backbone of our country. So what do you do? What do you do? The question always is, what do I do? Where do I go? What stocks do I buy? What am I supposed to do to shelter myself? Join my gang free, please, for 10 days, and you're going to make money when the market goes down by being in the spiders. And if they screw up and move the market back up, we'll make money on the way back up. Either way, we'll make money. 10 days, it's free.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know what these characters, these gangsters, these guys on the fake Business News Network would never tell you? Will never tell you. Just to keep our debt, the $30 trillion national debt, where it is, its current share of GDP, it would require to enact deficit reduction of $400 billion a year for 30 years. Think they'll do that? You think Pelosi cares? Do you think Adam Schiff cares? Only a few care, but they're not the majority. Nobody cares. They're in Washington to take care of themselves. So what do? Don't tell me this market's not going to crash. If anyone thinks this market's just going to go back up to the November, where the Qs are going to go back up to where they were in November, the banks are going to go back up to where they were in January, you're nuts. If they do, no, I should take that back. If they do, the only one way they can do it. And who knows? Powell's so stupid, he may do it. Because who controls Powell? Who controls Powell? Our owners control Powell. The big boys. They may force him to cut rates again. They could.
You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear.
They could. That's a scary thought. The very, very wealthy, the reason for QE for 14 years was so they could enrich themselves through inflation. And the sad part about that, because rates were low and people were getting cheap car payments, cheap equity loans, cheap everything. Payments were just so cheap. They thought things must be great. Things must be great. But what they're failing now to understand is that was a scam. 14 years have gone by and they've gotten so wealthy. Look how wealthy Pelosi's gotten. That's just one congressperson. Look at the members of Congress, how wealthy they're getting. I don't think we have that cut, do we, racked up? But unbelievable. This national debt is insane. It's going to be $100 trillion by 2048. So what do you do? What stocks do you get in? This market could crash. I mean, it's already in a crash. It's already in a crash. I wish people would understand what breath means, but they won't. What breath means is the S&P 500 stocks and the NASDAQ 100 stocks. You need the 70% of the NASDAQ stocks to be above a certain point they call support. And only 50% are above that, 40% above that. That's terrible. So if you take the S&P 500 and you take the NASDAQ 100, and especially the NASDAQ's a disaster, they should, of the 100 stocks, 70% of them should be above the 50 and 200-day moving average. There's only about 40%. But both groups are so bearish because there's no buyers. Why? Because they've got to print money to get buyers. They got to print money to bring people back in to buy these stocks. They got to print money. And right now, Powell's scared to death to print another dollar. Because he knows the debt. When you have consumer credit exploding, it's going up. It's going up to $42 trillion. It's doubled. That means people are using credit cards. They're using store credit cards. You know, the retail credit cards that they charge you 24%. There's so much personal debt out there. They're so tapped. But they tell us how much cash they have. That's where the cash comes from. All this borrowing, but they lie and tell you, oh, they're loaded with cash. No, they're not. Look, I told you yesterday, I'm going to tell you what to do. Everybody asks the same question. What do I do? What stocks do I get into? What do I do with this market crashing? I'm telling you, you just buy the spiders. That's all. You sell them short. And what you do is an inverse. You just buy the opposite. You can't explain it on the radio, but we'll do it for you. Wouldn't it be nice you don't have to worry anymore if the market's going down? Well, we'll get you to that position. And all these dreamers who think the market's just going to keep going up, this is a little blip. Oh, really? Just like when there's just a blip. Listen, when we can't trust our president, when he's blaming everybody except himself for this inflation, and he's our leader, you got a problem. He doesn't want to fix it. He doesn't want to fix it.
Take responsibility for his decisions. Like some say the American Rescue Plan boosted demand when it didn't need to. Larry Summers was one of those.
Well, the alternative would have been...
carrot head. Think about this. Gasoline, $2.32, day of the inauguration. Inflation was 1.4%, day of the inauguration. March 2021, COVID hits. Gas, $2.84. We had the COVID relief bill. This is where inflation started, $1.9 trillion. Inflation went from 1.4 to 2.6 between the first day of inauguration and March. That had nothing to do with Putin. March 23, he shut down all the drilling and the leases in Montana and all out west and all the gas leases. Gas then went to 286. Then gas went up to 288 on June 1, 2021. He shut down Anward. Then gas went from 288 up to 299 on July 2021. That's when he did a $3.9 trillion budget, and inflation went from 1.4% to 5.4%. That had nothing to do with Putin. That's him. That's him. November 2021. Gas now went from $2.99 up to $3.40. Why? He spent another $1 trillion. Look at the money he's spending. $1.9 trillion. Then he spends $3.9 trillion. Then he spends another $1 trillion. Gas going up from $2.99 to $3.40. Inflation now is up to 6.8%. 1.4% to 6.8%. That's in November. No Putin. He wasn't around. Then it went to $3.49 on November 16, 2021. That's when he approved the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which forced everybody in Germany to buy from Russia oil and gas. Oil went from $3.49 that day to $3.61. When did Putin show up? It wasn't into... Putin showed up on November 28, 2021 with 92,000 troops on the border. He didn't invade Russia. He didn't invade Ukraine yet. He did not invade Ukraine, but yet inflation went from 1.4% to 6.8%. And he hasn't even invaded Russia. He just was on the border. Oh, but that's all Putin. I see. That was Putin. And that was probably, who else? I don't know who else. He's blaming everybody. Trump, maybe. 92,000 Russians showed up at the Ukraine border on November 28th. Gasoline shot from $3.61 to $3.70. Inflation shot from 1.4% now to 6.8%. You understand what I'm saying? So next time, we can't trust him to do anything right. We can't trust him to get inflation down. We can't trust him to get the deficits down. We can't trust him to start working on Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security. We can't trust this guy at all. So the only place you're going to make money, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. You're not going to make it with a 401k. They're screwing you with 27 hidden fees. So please, join my gang just for 10 days, free, and learn how to take the spiders. From now, we'll be with you from now to September, so you don't even make a mistake. So when the spiders are ready to go down, you'll be ready to short them and make money on the way down. If they fudge the market again and push the market up, you'll be making money on the way up. 10 days, you're going to get peace of mind. There's nothing like a good night's sleep. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.